Welcome everyone to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez and this is my Moonday Oracle message, and it's going to be a reading for the collective for the week of August 15th, 2022. And I'll go into explaining exactly how this reading works for anybody who might be new to Magical Me, as well as going over any news and announcements that I have going on. I'm just going to give it a few moments and just allow people to connect and see that I'm live. And then I can also begin to share this as well. Okay. Maria, hello, beautiful goddess. Welcome and thank you for being here. How is the quality of sound for you? Laura, welcome, goddess. So good to see you here. How are you, beautiful ladies? Happy Moon Day to you as well, lovely. Hi, Dawn. Welcome, love. Thank you so much for being here. Perfect. Thanks. So bear with me one moment, everybody. Vanessa, welcome, goddess. I'm going to go ahead and just share this really quickly. I'm going to attempt to share it really quickly. Let's see. How are you all doing moving through this energy after the Aquarian full moon, super full moon, as well as the Lion's Gate? How's everybody feeling? Thank you, Laura. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay, got it. Exhausted. Yeah, oh my goodness, I hear you. I have waves of that where, ordinarily I would make it, yeah, everybody, yeah, all of you feel worn out and emotional. I'm so sorry about that, sweetheart. Great opportunity to dig into those emotions, though, because that is where the magic is, and use those towards your power. Use them to find out what it is that's ready to be acknowledged, healed, and transformed. Hi, Laura. Welcome. The other Laura Owens. Welcome. Thank you for being here. If I missed anything. Yeah, so I heard somebody actually referring to this as Lionsgate hangover. And I thought that was really interesting, kind of stuck with me a little bit because the energy really was so intense with the light frequencies coming in. We know we also had a lot of planetary alignments that were going on to help fuel that and facilitate that transitioning or transcendence, really, for all of us to shift into more of our divinity, more into alignment with the timelines that hold our highest potential. So, when all of those waves are coming in, combined with a super full moon, it's obviously pulling things even more intensely up to the surface, emotionally, under, anything that's in the subconscious realms, anything shadowy, pulling up to the surface for it to really be looked at and acknowledged. So that was a bit more heightened with the super full moon. But, so I've noticed that as well, whereas like I might start out the day feeling like I'm ready to go, and then it's not long into the day that I'm feeling really wiped. So we're going to talk about that. Might as well just do it now. I guess I might as well just do it now. Everybody just, obviously listen to your energy, listen to your body. Now more than ever, we are being guided to make changes in our lives and our routines and our daily practices, and really honestly how we care for ourselves. So super important to nourish and nurture yourself with foods that you are, are much more better for you. Obviously lots of water, resting, napping when you need to do so, earthing as often as you can. Yeah, there's so much going on that this is really asking us now to integrate those transitions that are occurring. And in that same token, we can sit in reflection, So important. All right. Hi, Nadia. Welcome, lovely. Thank you so much for being here. I see what you said. I have so much energy, but definitely feeling lighter. Yes, good. Great point. Thank you for sharing that. Definitely lighter as well as though exhausted. Definitely see light at the end of the tunnel. Major shifts in timeline jumps. You said it. Absolutely. So that's a really wonderful point that Nadia brings up to look at as well. With all of this that has been occurring, really looking into the shifts that have occurred within you, or even if you're feeling different, what that means for you going forward. And it's so important not to, really indulge into the energy of any heaviness and toxin. I'm not saying be light and fluffy, because, I'm all about working with the unconscious, the darkness, to obviously integrate that as, coming more into our light. But it's important for us not to indulge it. It's important for us to really honor and then move through. And so we really focusing now on where we're going. That's important. Really focusing on that light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, plus the full moon. If I missed anybody. If I missed anything, please don't hesitate to send a comment through. Again, sometimes these get hidden from me. So, yeah. So, all right. So for anybody, really quickly, who is new to Magical Me, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoy what you receive. Also, for those of you who are not new and who are coming back to Magical Me, thank you so much for your love and for your support and for sharing space with me, whether it be live or on replay. I greatly appreciate you. So how this works is every Monday, or so long as spirit aligns, I try to go live to bring forward a message for the highest and greatest good for all of us as a collective. These are not individualized personal readings that I'm doing here for everybody, but I do offer personalized readings privately. If you are interested in having one, you can always book one with me or message me, and we will set something up that way and go over the different readings that I have available. So these are more of a generalized overview of the energy of the week to help us understand what it is that we can do to best flow in divine harmony, versus being unaware and having, basically no idea what's going on and just kind of like flailing about in any of the currents or swimming against the flow. So it really just gives us that knowledge and wisdom and insight as to how we can best, or what we even can expect moving through this energy. So I always set the intention that these are divinely timed. So that means that you are here in exactly the divine timing of when you're supposed to receive this message, or what you most need to hear. You'll find yourself here, whether it be months from now, whether it be live, or whether it be a replay tomorrow. You are here in exactly the right timing, because whatever might come through here is going to resonate with you uniquely according to your own circumstances and journey. So, hey Lala, welcome and thanks for being here. I'm glad you made it. So before I go into the actual reading for the week, I'm just going to go over really quickly news and announcements. Eleanor, welcome, beautiful. Thanks for being here. So the major thing that I have going on right now is my Sovereignty Oracle card readings. So I was guided to actually bring this reading forward for the collective in lieu of the energy of the Lion's Gate, which is all about really stepping up into our, more into our divinity, coming more into alignment with our sovereign path and plans, especially under the influence of Uranus conjunct the North Node, which is moving all through the energy, or influencing us all through the energy of this entire month. So I'm only offering this reading for the month, or I should say, if I get booked up more than I can accommodate within the month, then obviously I will shut it down before so. But I'm only offering it for the month of August. And this reading, again, is called the Sovereignty Reading. And it really helps you understand what you might not be seeing that's hanging around unconsciously, or any patterns, any limiting beliefs or thoughts or behaviors, relationships, not just like romantic relationships, connections, connections with, work relationship, with yourself, things that you might be engaging in that are clouding your radiance, that are clouding your path to sovereignty, that you're not seeing is actually acting as a block, but also a teaching that's helping you to step more into your power. So it gives you that bit of information, but it also helps you to know what steps you can take towards claiming your sovereignty. And just want to put this out there as a disclaimer. I am aware that we are all sovereign beings already. That is our divine birthright. It is just through trauma, through circumstances, conditioning, patterning, ancestral, karmic, where we carry these blocks or, distortions of our opulence that we are unable to see sometimes, that path to true sovereignty. So for $55, it is a 30-minute oracle card reading. You can get that either through a live one-on-one Zoom video chat, or you can also opt for just a video recording to be sent over to you so that you watch it in your own time. So if you're interested, you can send me a message and we will get that scheduled. Also, currently I have going on next month, September 10th. It is, I want to say, a Saturday. I'm offering an in-person one-day Reiki Level 1 training. So this is for anybody who is really feeling called to step more into their power and feeling like you yourself might want to explore energy healing and becoming a healer yourself. So Reiki really opens you up as a divine channel for life force energy to flow through, and you can affect and influence energy healing moving through yourself, through others, by moving through their energy channels, their meridians, and their subtle bodies. And so this helps to bring a divine balance and harmonious flow into their mind as well as their body and their spirit. So it's a beautiful opportunity to do it in person if you are local to my area, which is Easton, Pennsylvania, Phillipsburg, New Jersey area. And I do, for those of you who are not local and would love to train with me, but you don't have that option, I actually do put my Reiki classes online. So they are all pre-recorded and you are able to watch that class in your own time. Then I schedule a one-on-one live call with you where we do pass the energetic transfer called an attunement, which actually is the process of opening you up to become that divine channel or conduit. So if you're interested in that and you'd like to take it, the event is posted on my page. And if you're interested in the online event, you can also message me and I will get you the details about how to go about that. Hi, Bridget. Welcome, Goddess. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that so much. Appreciate that. Glad you had such a wonderful experience with it. Hi, Maria Festa. Thank you for being here. Sandra, welcome, love. Isabella, welcome. And anybody else, if I missed you, I'm so sorry, but welcome, everyone. Thank you all so much for being present. Okay, I think the last thing that I have to announce, at least at this time, is I do have some other things I'm going to talk about, but not ready to announce them. My Spiral Temple. It is an online feminine empowerment journey. It is a 10-month course. It is pretty much a watch as you go in your own time, as it's all pre-recorded. You get 10 videos in a private Facebook group where you will be learning and walking the spiral journey alongside other women. And sometimes these women do go on to become your sisters, as we all are really, it's very divinely aligned who ends up coming together in these temples. I've met all my soul sisters doing this over the last few years, and it's an online journey. So you're with women from all over the world, and what we do is we walk the journey of awakening the sacred feminine within. So we connect with different goddess archetypes along the way, such as the Welsh goddess Rhiannon, such as the Hindu goddess Lakshmi, such as Mary Magdalene, as well as walk the wheel of the year. So we also work with the different seasons, the festivals, the Sabbats, and we bring ourselves into this harmonious alignment of moving through any repressed energy, blocked feminine, any energetic womb wounds as well, and traumas. And it's a very empowering journey, really, of awakening your inner goddess and just rewilding yourself and coming back into that state. So again, that is a 10-month journey, but again, it's all online. So this is all pre-recorded. You watch in your own time throughout the year, as well as we do have like sporadic live meetups where we just connect and go over different experiences that everyone may have. Each of these workshops does come with a meditative journey with myself and the energies that come forward, as well as light transmissions. So it's pretty potent. If you're interested, the event has been created and you can find the information for registering. You can also contact me. I think that might be it. Hi, Ashley. Welcome, lovely. Thank you for being here, and Carmela as well. All right, so go and get into the oracle reading. So before we do that, I'm just going to ask everybody to come on into sacred space with me, since we are sharing energy at this time and connecting across space and time. So how we do that is just really asking everybody to kind of just take a moment to close your eyes, if you can do so safely, and detach. How much do you charge for the spiral journey? Everything is in the event on my page, so if you want to check that out, you can also message me privately, but it's all right there listed for you, okay? There's also an early bird special that's going on now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I did it up until September 1st. If you join before September 1st, you will get an incredible discount versus joining after that. So definitely encourage you to check out the event, or you can send me a message and I will get you that information. But thank you so much. All right, so coming into sacred space, as we share energy across space and time, so important to just take that moment, and it's really more so a way for us to just kind of get into that habit of just giving ourselves a moment to breathe and come back to self. So if you can just close your eyes safely at this time and just detach for a moment. Obviously be mindful if you have anything going on that you need to be aware of. That's, stoves, children, be mindful, everybody. But just close your eyes. And now I'm going to have you just take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And as you release, just blow the breath out of your mouth. And just allow all tension, all stress, all worry to just flow out of your body. Just let it all go. Coming into the here and now as you take another deep breath in through your nose. And release. Just again, feeling yourself now relaxing, dropping out of your mind and coming into your body, coming into your heart. One more deep breath in. And release. Just for today, I will not worry. I will not anger. I will not stress. I am here in the now. All right, everybody can open your eyes. Hello, Anne-Marie. Welcome and thanks for being here. You're in perfect timing. I did go over some news and announcements, but they will be available to see back on the replay after this is done airing. So with that said, I think all of you that were connecting in the beginning of the live, I kind of talked about a little bit about, kind of feeling exhausted, feeling drained, emotional, which is right on target. These are things that it's okay to be feeling. Probably we're supposed to be feeling is what's being facilitated for us as we really go through so many shifts and transform a lot of the old in which we were carrying that's not serving us anymore, and we are integrating this week. So I decided to work with the Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish. So let's see now. Hi, Jill. Welcome, lovely. Just calling in divine guidance and insight for the highest and greatest good of the collective for the week of August 15, 2022, and what we all most need to know. Right. Okay, so we have a number 3. 3 to me, obviously I talk about this, the way that numbers communicate with me. I know, Jill, it's so beautiful that you're able to be here. I don't get to see you live often, so thank you. I'm glad it all worked out. So the number 3 to me is all about the birthing of a new cycle, the birthing of a new chapter. It's obviously the number of the Trinity, which, depending upon how you see that, I always see it as, Father, Mother, and creation, or all life. but really it's the divine union and the spark of creation that does spring from that. So the birthing of something new, it's also the energy of creation. It is also the closing out or something coming full circle to be closed out, so the birthing of that new cycle can happen. So the card is the Sea Beacon Fairy, and it says guidance, but where will it lead you? So this is a really interesting card, and I love how the waters are kind of all murky and turbulent here, and, you know, so resonant with the energy of the super full moon, which definitely does this to the waters, but the emotional waters, as obviously we humans are mainly comprised of water. Therefore, you know, the moon has the greatest impact on it, but moon also connecting into our unconscious, and what wants to be pulled up and magnetized or amplified to the surface, not because it's just, you know, there to torment us, because it is there for us to see. This is mastery, guys, when we are able to actually witness ourselves, when we are able to witness the emotional turbulence that we might be holding or that might be going on around us and remain unmoved. Now, that doesn't mean that you are supposed to pretend it's not there. As I said, clearly, even with this deck, I'm all about working with shadow and light, you know, because it is part of us. But obviously, we cannot indulge or just spend too much time all in the... It's essentially, it's coming into integration for us all. This is what is helping us integrate. So there is no more of that duality, if you will. So this is saying that in this energy this week, if you look in the background here, there's this ship, and it's obviously kind of cast out in the midst of this dark storm that's happening. And there's this beautiful water fairy who's got two different lights, you know, and it's like the guiding light or the beacon that's calling her home to, that's calling them home to safety. But at the same time, is it calling it to safety, or is it calling it deeper into the storm? And this is where discernment is going to really be key. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome, and thank you for being here. Anything that you missed will be available on replay, but I did just pull the card, okay? So it's going to be really important to use our discernment this week. It's also going to be important for us to just acknowledge that these things are coming up to be, like I said, to be dealt with, to be witnessed, to be understood. So this is how the healing happens. This is what leads to path to sovereignty. And because we are integrating this week, nothing really is as it seems. We're really in between two states, which is interesting, as there's two different lights that you might even potentially be felt pulled or called in two different directions. But the important part of this is to, at the end of the day, come back to self. Come back into the stillness. Don't make any huge leaps, but at the same time, there's every reason to allow yourself to be excited and to hope, because massive changes and transformations are happening. They are guiding us and pulling us towards what is our highest calling, what's our highest potential. But again, this week alone, it is going to be a little bit murky at times. And I know that, is it Mars? Oh, forgive me if it's trine Pluto. There's Mars and Pluto are doing something right now, which it is essentially good. But we know that Pluto deals with the unconscious, with the mystery, with the dark. So it helps to really bring these things up and put them in our face to make us witness them. Mars, being the catalyst for change and transformation, gets a bit of a bad reputation because of the warrior and fire aspect there. But really what it's doing is it's like this spiritual warrior that's coming forward to kick us in the butt and get us moving out of these patterns, get us out of these shadowy bits, if you will, so that we can really see the light at that end of the tunnel, the guiding light that's carrying us home to our truth. All right. So this week alone, remember to just be mindful, not make any major decisions, but if you are going to be having to feel, because again, for some of us, this could feel a little different. This could feel like you see that guiding light and you know exactly which one is the one that's calling you. You'll know it because your heart is the light. And if that's the case, obviously, listen to what your heart's telling you. Mind and heart do have to be in alignment, but at times mind can create a bit of distortion and illusion for us. So just, again, discernment, discernment, discernment. And I want to just point out that the energies around us can seem more turbulent than what's going on within us. Be mindful not to get swayed or carried away in other people's waters. That's what I heard. Be mindful to not get swept up in other people's emotions and tides. Compassion, love, witness, hold space, but really important for us all to be at the same time focusing on dealing with our own inner workings and what is coming forward, again, as that powerful energy of the super full moon we just had on the 11th, combined with, the Lion's Gate, the Syrian gateway, really pushing us out of our comfort zone, pushing us into the depths so that we can fully transcend those depths and really be reborn into this whole new era, this whole new way of being. All right. So just have that in mind. Again, no dread, no fear, everybody, but always follow the guiding lights of your heart and trust in what you feel. Trust in what is coming forward that you are feeling strongly pulled to versus maybe what the status quo is also around you. Because again, I'm getting these two different energies where it feels like around my head is super foggy and cloudy, but my heart is like, bing. It's like, no, this is the way. So I'm gonna take this route versus the conditioned programming, beliefs of others that are being imposed upon you, childhood conditioning, religious conditioning, societal conditioning, whatever it might be. Again, follow your heart. As we move into a new way and a new era, there's going to be called to do new things, to leap into unknown territory, to explore new avenues and things that we've never done before. So this is all new. See what I'm saying? So it's about breaking free from the old molds. And that means trailblazing. And that means that sometimes you're going to stir some feathers. You're going to ruffle some feathers. We've been talking about feathers, right? You're going to ruffle some feathers. But that's not your issue. That's someone else's. It's, again, you're to follow your own heart's light. All right, everybody, that is our message for the week. I hope it serves you well. I will be pulling the mudra. I did not do the mudra last week, but I'm going to pull the mudra after this is done, and I will post it on my page, so stay tuned for that. Again, anybody who has any questions about the sovereignty reading, about the spiral temple, or about the Reiki class that I'm offering in September, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or check out the events on my page. Okay? Thank you all so much for being here with me. It was a pleasure and a blessing as always. Appreciate your love and support, and I hope that you all have an incredibly magical and illuminating week. Take care.